Defining your core values is the cornerstone of living a focused and intentional life. Your core values are the principles that guide your decisions, the foundation upon which you build your goals, and the compass that keeps you aligned with your true purpose. Without clearly defined values, it's easy to get swept up in the chaos of life, constantly reacting to external circumstances instead of creating the life you want. When you know what matters most to you, every choice becomes simpler, every action more purposeful, and every step forward more impactful. Core values are deeply personal. They're not handed to you by society, your family, or your friends. They come from within. They're shaped by your experiences, your aspirations, and the vision you have for your life. Take a moment to reflect. What do you stand for? What kind of legacy do you want to leave? When you strip away all the noise, distractions, and influences, what truly matters to you, these are the questions that reveal your core values and help you design a life that feels authentic and meaningful. When your values are clear, you create a filter for your decisions. It becomes easier to say no to what doesn't align with your vision and yes to what moves you closer to your goals. This clarity allows you to protect your energy and time, ensuring that you invest them in things that truly matter. Without this clarity, you risk drifting through life, reacting to the demands and expectations of others instead of taking deliberate action toward your dreams. Defining your core values isn't just about self-discovery, it's about taking control of your destiny. It is about taking control of your destiny. Your core values also serve as a source of strength in challenging times. When life gets tough, when obstacles arise, and when drama threatens to pull you off track, your values act as an anchor. They remind you of who you are and why you started. They give you the resilience to stand firm in the face of adversity and stay true to your path. Defining your values is like building a strong foundation for your life. When storms come, you may sway, but you won't crumble. Values bring alignment between your thoughts, actions, and goals. When you live in alignment with your core values, you experience a sense of inner peace and fulfillment. There's no greater feeling than knowing that your life reflects your true self, that every decision you make honors what you stand for, and that you're moving in a direction that feels right to you. It's about creating a life where your actions mirror your beliefs, where your choices reflect your priorities, and where your time is spent on things that matter most to you. Defining your values also empowers you to set boundaries. It's easier to say no to distractions and drama when you have a clear sense of what you're protecting. For example, if family is a core value, you'll prioritize time with your loved ones over superficial commitments. If growth is a core value, you'll seek opportunities to learn and improve instead of staying in your comfort zone. Core values guide your priorities, and your priorities determine how you spend your time, energy, and focus. This process of defining your values requires deep self-reflection. It's not something you can rush or take lightly. It involves peeling back the layers of societal conditioning, personal insecurities, and external expectations to uncover the essence of who you are. It's about getting brutally honest with yourself, questioning what you've been taught to value, and deciding what truly resonates with you. This level of clarity is not only liberating, but also incredibly empowering. It gives you the confidence to live life on your own terms. Values also connect you to your higher purpose. When you're clear on what you stand for, you can align your goals, habits, and lifestyle with a deeper sense of meaning. This alignment fuels your motivation, sharpens your focus, and gives you a sense of fulfillment that no external achievement can match. Your values become the foundation for a life of significance, one where you're not just existing, but thriving, not just surviving, but excelling. By defining your core values, you create a life that's intentional, authentic, and uniquely yours. Every day becomes an opportunity to live out those values, to embody what you stand for, and to move closer to the vision you've set for yourself. When you're grounded in your values, nothing can shake your focus or pull you off track. It's like having a personal North Star that guides you through the noise and distractions, keeping you aligned with what truly matters. Mastering emotional intelligence is one of the most powerful skills you can develop to navigate life with focus, resilience, and purpose. Emotional intelligence is not about suppressing your feelings or pretending they don't exist. It's about understanding, managing, and using your emotions in a way that empowers you instead of controlling you. It's about responding to life's challenges with clarity and intention rather than reacting impulsively or letting your emotions dictate your actions. This mastery gives you the ability to remain calm in chaos, centered in conflict, and focused in the face of distractions. The first step in mastering emotional intelligence is self-awareness. You can't manage what you don't understand. Take the time to observe your emotions, what triggers them, how they affect your thoughts, and how they influence your behavior. Often we move through life on autopilot, reacting to situations without fully recognizing the emotions driving our actions. Emotional intelligence begins with pausing and tuning into yourself, becoming aware of the patterns in your feelings and how they align with your values and goals. This awareness allows you to take control of your emotional state instead of being controlled by it. Once you're aware of your emotions, the next step is self-regulation. This is the ability to manage your feelings in a way that serves you. It doesn't mean ignoring your emotions or suppressing them. It means channeling them constructively. For example, when you feel anger, instead of lashing out or letting it consume you, use that energy to fuel positive action. When you feel fear, rather than letting it paralyze you, turn it into an opportunity to grow and expand your comfort zone. Self-regulation is about choosing your response to emotions, ensuring that your actions align with your purpose and values rather than being dictated by fleeting feelings. Emotional intelligence also involves developing empathy, the ability to understand. When you can see the world from someone else's perspective, you're better equipped to handle conflicts, build stronger relationships, and navigate challenging situations with grace. Empathy doesn't mean you have to agree with everyone or take on their emotions as your own. It means acknowledging their feelings and responding with compassion. This skill helps you rise above drama and maintain your focus, as you're less likely to get caught up in misunderstandings or unnecessary conflicts. Another critical aspect of emotional intelligence is adaptability. Life is unpredictable, and no matter how well you plan, challenges will arise. The ability to adapt to changing circumstances without losing your focus or emotional balance is a hallmark of emotional intelligence. Adaptability means staying flexible, maintaining a solution-oriented mindset, and viewing setbacks as opportunities for growth. It's about recognizing that while you can't control everything that happens to you, you can always control how you respond. This mindset keeps you grounded and focused even when life throws you a curveball. Communication is also a vital part of emotional intelligence. The way you express your emotions and thoughts can either strengthen your relationships or create unnecessary tension. Mastering emotional intelligence means learning to communicate with clarity, honesty, and respect. It means being able to articulate your needs and boundaries without aggression or defensiveness. It also means listening actively and being present in conversations, showing others that you value their perspective. When you communicate with emotional intelligence, you build trust, deepen connections, and create an environment of mutual understanding and respect. Emotional intelligence isn't just about how you manage your own emotions. It's also about how you handle external triggers. The world is full of distractions, negativity, and drama, and if you let these things get under your skin, they can derail your focus and drain your energy. Mastering emotional intelligence means learning to detach from external chaos and maintain your inner peace. It's about recognizing that other people's opinions, actions, and attitudes don't define you or your path. When you have this level of emotional mastery, you become unshakable, able to stay focused on your goals regardless of what's happening around you. Developing emotional intelligence requires consistent practice and self-reflection. It's not a skill you master overnight, but the effort is worth it. Every time you pause before reacting, every time you choose a constructive response over an impulsive one, and every time you approach a challenge with empathy and understanding, you strengthen your emotional intelligence. Over time, this mastery becomes second nature, allowing you to navigate life with greater ease, confidence, and resilience. Emotional intelligence also plays a crucial role in building resilience. When you're in control of your emotions, you're better equipped to bounce back from setbacks and handle adversity with grace. Instead of letting challenges break you, you use them as stepping stones to grow stronger. This resilience allows you to stay focused on your goals even when the journey gets tough. It's about cultivating a mindset that sees obstacles as opportunities and maintaining a sense of hope and determination no matter what life throws your way. Mastering emotional intelligence transforms every area of your life. It enhances your relationships, improves your decision making, and allows you to lead with confidence and authenticity. It helps you stay calm under pressure, handle conflicts with ease, and maintain your focus in a world full of distractions. Emotional intelligence isn't just a tool for personal growth. It's a superpower that enables you to thrive in any situation. When you master this skill, you unlock a level of strength and focus that empowers you to achieve your goals and live life on your terms. Setting clear goals and intentions is not merely about having aspirations or dreams. It's about creating a concrete plan that propels you toward a specific vision. Without clear goals, you risk wandering through life, reacting to circumstances rather than proactively shaping your future. Clear goals give you direction, purpose, and momentum. They act as a roadmap that guides you from where you are to where you want to be, helping you stay focused and unwavering on your path. To begin, it's essential to understand the difference between a goal and an intention. Goals are specific, measurable outcomes you wish to achieve. They are concrete and time-bound. An intention, however, is the energy, mindset, and purpose behind those goals. It's the deeper reason why you want to achieve something. While goals can be quantifiable, like earning a certain amount of money, reaching a fitness milestone, or launching a business, intentions are more abstract. They reflect your inner motivations, the why behind your pursuits. Aligning your goals with your intentions ensures that your actions are not just about achieving external success, but also about fulfilling your deeper purpose. When you set clear goals, you give yourself a destination. This destination is vital because it shapes every decision you make and every action you take. A goal brings clarity to your life. It makes you aware of what's important and what is simply noise. It helps you filter distractions and focus your energy on what matters most. With a clear goal, you know exactly what to say yes to and what to say no to. This clarity eliminates confusion and removes the uncertainty that can prevent you from taking decisive steps forward. Moreover, clear goals are motivating. They provide you with a sense of accomplishment and forward progress. When you hit milestones along the way, it serves as a powerful reminder of your progress, boosting your confidence and fueling your drive to keep going. But it's not enough to simply set a goal. You must also break it down into actionable steps. Without a plan, a goal remains just an idea. It's crucial to create a strategy, a set of clear actions that move you closer to your desired outcome. These actions should be small, manageable steps that, when combined, lead to bigger results. The key to successful goal setting is specificity. The more specific your goal, the clearer the path to achieving it becomes. For instance, rather than simply saying, I want to be healthy, break it down into specific actionable items like, I will exercise for 30 minutes, 5 times a week, or I will eat a balanced meal at least 4 times a week. The more specific you are, the easier it will be to create a plan and track your progress. A vague goal is like trying to reach a destination without a map. It's nearly impossible to get there without clarity. Intentions, on the other hand, act as the fuel for your goals. While goals give you direction, intentions provide the deeper meaning that sustains you when challenges arise. When you set an intention, you are focusing on the feelings or values you want to cultivate throughout the process of achieving your goal. For example, if your goal is to lose weight, your intention might be to feel empowered and healthy. If your goal is to build a business, your intention could be to create a positive impact in your community. The combination of both a goal and intention gives you both the motivation to act and the emotional drive to sustain your commitment. It's also important to set goals that align with your core values. When your goals are in harmony with your deepest values, they feel meaningful and you are more likely to stay committed to them even when obstacles arise. For instance, if one of your core values is family, you may set a goal of spending more quality time with your loved ones, ensuring that the path toward achieving your goal doesn't sacrifice what's most important to you. When your goals are rooted in your values, they become part of your larger life vision, making them more motivating and fulfilling. Another crucial element of goal setting is creating accountability. While setting goals can be empowering, it's easy to let distractions and setbacks interfere without someone to hold you accountable. Accountability ensures that you stay on track and continue making progress even when it gets difficult. You can seek accountability from a mentor, a coach, or even a close friend who shares your vision. The act of sharing your goals with others reinforces your commitment and adds an extra layer of responsibility. Knowing someone is counting on you to follow through can be a powerful motivator. Once you've set clear goals and intentions, it's essential to maintain flexibility. Life is unpredictable, and circumstances may change along the way. While it's important to stay committed to your goals, being too rigid can prevent you from seeing new opportunities or adjusting to changing circumstances. A flexible mindset allows you to pivot when needed, making adjustments to your plan without abandoning the goal entirely. Adaptability is crucial because it helps you stay on course even when things don't go as planned. To make your goals even more powerful, Visualize the end result. Picture yourself having already achieved your goal. Feel the emotions associated with that success. This technique helps make your goals more tangible and energizing, reinforcing your motivation and keeping your focus sharp. Visualizing success creates a sense of ownership and accomplishment, which can accelerate your progress toward reaching your goals. Another essential practice is regularly reviewing your goals. Set aside time to assess where you are in relation to your objectives, what's working, what needs adjustment. Periodically reviewing your progress helps you stay aligned with your goals and ensures that you're not drifting off course. It also helps you celebrate the small wins along the way, which keeps you motivated and engaged in the process. Setting clear goals and intentions is the foundation of creating a focused, purpose-driven life. It's about taking control of your destiny and making decisions that align with your vision. When you set goals with intention, you move forward with a sense of purpose, clarity, and unwavering focus. By breaking your goals into specific actions, creating accountability, and aligning them with your values, you pave the way for long-term success. Goals provide the roadmap, intentions provide the fuel, and together they propel you toward the life you're meant to live. Creating boundaries is one of the most essential aspects of personal growth, self-respect, and emotional well-being. Boundaries are not just rules for how others should treat you. They are declarations of your worth, your limits, and your needs. Without boundaries, you risk losing yourself in the demands of others, allowing their expectations to dictate your actions and emotional state. Boundaries allow you to protect your energy, preserve your mental health, and maintain healthy relationships. They enable you to stand firm in who you are, ensuring that you are treated with respect and kindness. Boundaries are personal. They reflect your values, desires, and limits. Setting boundaries is not about building walls to isolate yourself from the world or other people, but rather about establishing a clear framework within which you can thrive. It's about creating a safe space where your needs are honored and your emotional health is prioritized. Without boundaries, it's easy to become overwhelmed, stressed, and resentful because you're giving away too much of yourself without receiving the same in return. Boundaries are essential for maintaining a balanced life and a strong sense of self. The first step in creating boundaries is understanding your needs and limits. Take a deep look at your life and examine the areas where you feel drained, resentful, or overwhelmed. These are often the areas where your boundaries are being violated, whether consciously or unconsciously. For example, if you're constantly putting others' needs ahead of your own, you may feel depleted or taken advantage of. If you're afraid to say no to people's requests, you might find yourself stretched thin, unable to focus on your own priorities. By identifying these patterns, you begin to understand where boundaries need to be established. This self-awareness is the foundation of creating healthy boundaries. Once you've identified where your boundaries lie, the next step is to communicate them clearly and assertively. It's not enough to simply think about your boundaries. You need to express them to others. Clear communication is crucial to ensuring that others understand and respect your limits. This may feel uncomfortable at first, especially if you're used to pleasing others or avoiding confrontation. However, speaking up for yourself is an act of self-respect and is essential for building healthy relationships. Be direct and concise when communicating your boundaries, and remember that you are not required to justify or explain them. Your boundaries are valid simply because they are yours. It's important to remember that boundaries are not about controlling others. They are about controlling yourself and your responses. Setting a boundary means taking responsibility for your own well-being, not forcing others to change their behavior. When you communicate a boundary, you are stating what you are willing to tolerate and what you are not. For example, if someone is repeatedly late to meetings with you, you might say, I value punctuality, so I need to start our meetings on time. If you're running late, I'll have to reschedule. This statement is clear, respectful, and reinforces the value of your time without trying to control the other person's actions. Creating boundaries also means learning to say no. Saying no is one of the most powerful tools you have for protecting your time, energy, and peace of mind. It's important to recognize that saying no is not selfish, it's necessary for maintaining balance in your life. Saying no allows you to preserve your resources for the things that truly matter. It helps you avoid overcommitting and burning out. If you find it difficult to say no, remind yourself that by saying no to something that doesn't align with your goals or values, no is a powerful word that can open up space for the things that will bring you joy, growth, and fulfillment. While boundaries are crucial, they are not always easy to enforce. There will be times when others push back, try to guilt trip you, or even ignore your boundaries altogether. This is where the next crucial skill comes in: consistency. Consistency is key to maintaining healthy boundaries. When you set a boundary, you must reinforce it consistently. If you allow exceptions or make compromises that go against your boundaries, you weaken the integrity of your boundaries and send mixed messages to others. You teach people how to treat you, and if you allow your boundaries to be crossed once, it becomes easier for others to do so again. Be firm, but respectful in enforcing your boundaries, and remind others when necessary. Remember, boundaries are a form of self-respect, and you are worth the effort of maintaining them. It's also important to realize that your boundaries may evolve over time. As you grow and change, so too will your needs and limits. It's natural for your boundaries to shift as your life circumstances change. For example, if you enter a new relationship, you may need to set different boundaries than you did in the past. If your career evolves or your family dynamics change, you may find that new boundaries are necessary to maintain balance. As you continue to grow, check in with yourself periodically to reassess your boundaries and ensure that they still reflect your current values and needs. Another aspect of creating boundaries is recognizing when to walk away. Sometimes, even after communicating your boundaries clearly, people may not respect them. In these situations, it's important to recognize when it's time to walk away or distance yourself from a relationship or situation that continually violates your boundaries. Walking away doesn't mean you failed, it means you've taken control of your life and protected your peace. It's a sign of strength and self-respect, not weakness. In some cases, walking away is the most empowering choice you can make for your mental and emotional well-being. Creating boundaries isn't just about saying no to others, it's also about saying yes to yourself. It's about making space for your own growth, happiness, and peace of mind. Boundaries allow you to prioritize your own needs, ensuring that you have the energy and capacity to show up fully in your life. They help you protect your time, your emotional resources, and your sense of self-worth. When you create strong, healthy boundaries, you not only protect yourself from burnout and resentment, but you also model respect and self-care for others. You teach people how to treat you, and you inspire them to set their own boundaries as well. Lastly, creating boundaries is an ongoing practice. It's something that requires continuous attention and effort. Life will always present new challenges and people will continue to test your limits. However, the more you practice setting and maintaining boundaries, the easier it becomes. Over time, it becomes second nature to prioritize your needs and assert your limits, and you will begin to notice a profound shift in the way you show up in the world. You'll feel more empowered, more aligned with your true self, and more in control of your life. Boundaries allow you to protect your energy, preserve your well-being, and create space for the things that truly matter. Perspective is one of the most powerful tools you have for navigating life. It shapes how you perceive the world, how you respond to challenges, and how you view your opportunities. The way you interpret experiences, people, and situations has a profound impact on your emotions, your actions, and your overall happiness. It can transform obstacles into opportunities, failure into lessons, and setbacks into stepping stones. Perspective is not just about how you see the world, it's about choosing the lens through which you view it. Embracing the power of perspective means taking control of how you interpret your circumstances and shaping your reality with intention. The beauty of perspective is that it is malleable. It is not fixed or rigid. It can be shifted, expanded, and reframed at any moment. Often we get caught in a negative or limited perspective, allowing our emotions or immediate circumstances to cloud our judgment. When things go wrong or when we face adversity, it's easy to slip into a mindset that sees only the problems, the obstacles, or the limitations. This is where the power of perspective truly comes into play. The moment you begin to shift your perspective, the entire situation changes. Now, instead of seeing failure, you see growth. Instead of seeing rejection, you see redirection. Instead of seeing limitations, you see possibilities. The first step in embracing the power of perspective is to recognize that your perspective is your choice. It may not always feel like it, especially in times of stress or hardship, but you always have the power to choose how you respond to a situation. Your initial reaction may be automatic, influenced by past experiences, emotions, or beliefs, but you can choose to pause and reframe your thinking. For example, if you're facing a difficult challenge at work, your initial response might be frustration or overwhelm. However, by stepping back and asking yourself, what can I learn from this? How can this challenge help me grow? You immediately begin to shift your perspective from one of defeat to one of opportunity. Another crucial element of embracing the power of perspective is understanding that your current circumstances do not define you. Life is a series of moments, and no single moment, good or bad, has the power to determine your future. Your perspective allows you to step outside of any one experience and view your life as a whole. When you are stuck in a difficult situation, it's easy to believe that it's the end of the road, that your struggles are insurmountable. But when you change your perspective, you see that this moment is just a small part of the larger journey you're on. It's not the end, it's just another chapter, one that will pass and lead to something greater. One of the most powerful ways to change your perspective is to practice gratitude. Gratitude allows you to shift your focus from what's wrong in your life to what's right. It helps you see the abundance you have rather than the scarcity. When you focus on what you are grateful for, you open your mind to the positive aspects of any situation, even the challenging ones. Gratitude doesn't deny the existence of difficulties, but it encourages you to see beyond them. It teaches you to appreciate the lessons, the growth, and the strength that come from overcoming obstacles. In the midst of a setback, ask yourself, what am I grateful for in this situation? What strengths or opportunities does this present? This simple shift in perspective can transform your entire outlook. In addition to gratitude, seeking new perspectives through others can also be incredibly powerful. Often, when we're stuck in our own heads, we can't see beyond our own experiences or biases. We may have tunnel vision, only seeing things from one angle. This is why it's so important to seek the advice, guidance, and perspective of others, especially those who may have faced similar challenges or who have a different way of thinking. Sometimes, a fresh perspective can offer insights that we would never have thought of on our own. This can be as simple as talking to a mentor, a friend, or someone who can offer an objective view. Opening yourself up to new perspectives helps you break free from the constraints of your own mind and encourages creativity, problem solving, and personal growth. Another powerful aspect of perspective is learning to reframe negative situations. Reframing is the process of looking at a situation from a different angle, often seeing it in a more positive or empowering light. For example, if you fail at something, instead of seeing it as a failure, reframe it as a valuable lesson. Ask yourself, what did I learn from this? How can I improve next time? This shift in perspective not only helps you grow from the experience, but it also allows you to take control of your narrative. You stop being a passive participant in your life and become an active creator of your story. Perspective also plays a key role in how we relate to others. Often our relationships are influenced by our perceptions of others' actions or words. When we misinterpret or jump to conclusions, we create unnecessary conflict. But when we pause to consider the other person's perspective, we open the door to understanding, compassion, and connection. Instead of reacting emotionally, we take a moment to empathize and see things from their point of view. This doesn't mean we always have to agree with others, but it helps us approach interactions with more kindness and less judgment. A simple change in perspective can prevent misunderstandings and strengthen relationships. One of the most important aspects of perspective is learning to accept what is. We can't change the past and we can't control everything that happens in our lives, but we can change how we respond to the present moment. When we accept things as they are without resistance, we free ourselves from unnecessary stress and frustration. Acceptance doesn't mean resignation or giving up. It means acknowledging reality and finding peace in it. When we accept what is, we give ourselves the space to move forward, to create new possibilities, and to respond with intention rather than reaction. The power of perspective is also closely tied to resilience. Resilience is not about avoiding difficulties, but about how you respond to them. With the right perspective, you can face challenges with strength, courage, and optimism. When you see obstacles as opportunities for growth, you become more adaptable and better equipped to handle whatever comes your way. Resilience is the ability to bounce back from setbacks, and perspective plays a key role in how quickly and effectively you recover. When you choose to view adversity as a stepping stone, you create an unstoppable momentum that propels you toward success. Lastly, embracing the power of perspective requires self-awareness and mindfulness. It's easy to get caught up in the chaos of life and let your emotions dictate your responses. But when you cultivate self-awareness, you become more attuned to your thoughts, feelings, and reactions. Mindfulness allows you to step back, observe, and choose your response with intention. It enables you to recognize when your perspective is clouded by negative emotions. and gives you the opportunity to shift it before you react. Through mindfulness, you become more in control of your mindset, and in turn, you become more in control of your life. In the end, the power of perspective lies in your ability to choose how you view the world. By shifting your perspective, you transform your experience of life. You see possibilities instead of limitations, opportunities instead of obstacles, and growth instead of failure. Perspective is a choice, and the more you practice it, the more you unlock your potential and create the life you desire. Building a resilient mindset is one of the most essential skills you can develop in today's world. It's the foundation upon which you can weather any storm, rise above challenges, and continue to move forward despite the inevitable obstacles you'll face. Resilience is not about avoiding difficulties or pretending that challenges don't exist. It's about learning how to bounce back stronger from adversity, using each setback as a stepping stone for future success. A resilient mindset is the ability to adapt to change, persist through hardships, and maintain a sense of inner strength no matter what life throws at you. At its core, resilience is rooted in your perception of adversity. People with a resilient mindset view challenges not as insurmountable roadblocks, but as temporary setbacks or even opportunities for growth. They understand that failure is not permanent, but a part of the process of becoming stronger, wiser, and more capable. When faced with a tough situation, instead of getting overwhelmed, they ask themselves, what can I learn from this? Or how can I use this to improve? This shift in perspective makes all the difference between giving up in the face of adversity and using it to fuel your next breakthrough. One of the first steps in building a resilient mindset is understanding that setbacks and difficulties are a normal part of life. Too often, people expect their journey to be smooth with no bumps along the way. But life is full of unexpected twists, challenges, and moments of uncertainty. When you begin to expect that challenges will arise, you can prepare yourself mentally and emotionally for them. This mindset shift allows you to approach difficulties with calmness, clarity, and a sense of confidence that you can handle whatever comes your way. Resilience is not about avoiding adversity. It's about facing it with a calm and focused mind, knowing that you can handle it no matter what. Another key element of resilience is cultivating mental flexibility. Resilience doesn't mean rigidly sticking to one path or one approach, even if it's not working. It's about being able to adapt to new circumstances, pivot when necessary, and find alternative solutions to problems. Mental flexibility is the ability to stay open to new ideas, perspectives, and ways of thinking, especially when things don't go as planned. The most resilient individuals are those who can remain calm and open when faced with unexpected challenges, allowing them to think critically and creatively about how to move forward. They know that the path to success is rarely linear and that it's okay to change direction as long as it's leading them toward their goals. Another powerful tool in building resilience is cultivating self-awarenesses. When you are self-aware, you understand your emotions, thoughts, and triggers, and you know how to manage them. You understand what makes you resilient and what drains you. Self-awareness allows you to recognize when you are starting to feel overwhelmed or discouraged, so you can take proactive steps to manage your emotions before they take over. It's also the ability to understand your strengths and weaknesses and use them to your advantage. Resilient people are aware of their limitations but don't let them define them. Instead, they focus on their strengths, build on them, and continue to push forward knowing that each challenge is an opportunity to grow and improve. To build a resilient mindset, you must also learn the importance of perseverance. Resilience is often seen as a measure of how long you can keep going after a failure or setback. It's not about being the best or the fastest, but about sticking with your goals long enough to see them through no matter the obstacles. Perseverance means showing up every single day, even when the journey gets tough. It means pushing through when things feel impossible, staying focused on your long-term goals and trusting that the effort you put in now will pay off later. The road to success is not always a sprint, it's often a marathon that requires persistence, hard work, and a deep belief in yourself. Resilient people also understand the importance of self-compassion. They don't beat themselves up when things don't go as planned. Instead, they treat themselves with kindness and understanding, knowing that failure and setbacks are part of the human experience. Self-compassion is about being gentle with yourself during tough times, acknowledging your mistakes without judgment, and treating yourself with the same love and understanding that you would offer a friend. When you practice self-compassion, you allow yourself the space to heal, learn, and grow, which is essential to building resilience. One of the most powerful components of a resilient mindset is having a sense of purpose. When you have a clear sense of purpose, it provides you with the strength to keep going, even when times get tough. A strong sense of purpose acts as your guiding light, helping you stay focused on your long-term vision, no matter how difficult the journey may be. It reminds you why you started in the first place, and it keeps you motivated during the challenging moments. People with a resilient mindset are driven by their purpose, and they know that setbacks are just temporary roadblocks on the path to something greater. Building resilience also involves fostering a positive mindset. While it's natural to experience negative emotions during difficult times, resilient people are able to shift their focus back to the positive. They train their minds to look for the silver lining in every situation and to practice gratitude even when things aren't going their way. A positive mindset doesn't mean ignoring the reality of a situation, but it means choosing to focus on the opportunities, the lessons, and the growth that can come from adversity. Resilient individuals understand that they have control over their thoughts and can choose to focus on what they can control rather than what they can't. Another aspect of resilience is the ability to build a strong support system. Resilience doesn't mean doing everything on your own. It's about knowing when to reach out for help and having a network of people who support, encourage, and believe in you. Having a support system can provide you with the emotional strength you need to push through tough times. It's important to surround yourself with people who uplift you and inspire you to keep going, even when you feel like giving up. Your support system can be made up of family, friends, mentors, or even people who have been through similar experiences. The power of connection is often underestimated, but it can make all the difference in building resilience. Resilience is also about maintaining a sense of control in uncertain situations. Life is unpredictable, and not everything will go according to plan. But resilient individuals know that while they may not be able to control the external circumstances, they can control how they respond to them. Resilience is about focusing on the things you can control and letting go of the things you can't. When you focus on what you can do rather than what you can't, you regain a sense of power and confidence, even in the most uncertain of times. Finally, building a resilient mindset requires patience. Resilience is not something that happens overnight. It's a skill that is developed over time through consistent effort, practice, and self-reflection. It's about learning to bounce back from setbacks, embracing challenges as opportunities, and developing the mental and emotional tools to handle whatever life throws at you. Building resilience is a lifelong journey that requires commitment, but the rewards are immense. With a resilient mindset, you can face life's challenges head on and continue moving forward no matter the circumstances. It allows you to not only survive adversity, but to thrive in it, emerging stronger, wiser, and more capable than ever before.